I think I know what Project Odessa is. Hi, I'm Jordan the Nerd of Gold, and I had this idea a couple days ago, but I completely forgot to make a TikTok about it. But in Gen V, we've been introduced to a new mystery this season. What is Project Odessa? And within the first 3-episode premiere that dropped last week, spoiler warnings if you haven't seen it, it's revealed that it is Marie Moreau. She is Project Odessa. Now, that still doesn't explain what Project Odessa is. We just know that it is a big project, that it could be the secret to taking down Homelander and ending the threat of the Seven and Vought in general. So, we don't know exactly what it is. Hopefully this week we'll get some more clues as to what its exact nature is, but I think I know what it is. And the answer to that is it's going to be some form of power manipulation. Marie Moreau, her power is to control blood. We don't know exactly how, and Cypher has mentioned that she doesn't know exactly how that works. But it's important that she figures out how her power works, and I think that's going to lead to her figuring out that her power doesn't just affect blood, it can affect things about the biology of the person that she is messing with, and that includes their superpowers. Now, I think Project Odessa was intended to increase the power of different supers, so that way she could ultimately make more powerful supers. But I think what it's going to be used for is to deactivate powers, kind of like Aang did to Firelord Ozu in Avatar: The Last Airbender. But we will see as she develops her power, and we know that this season is going to take place, and then the last season of The Boys, so I guess we'll see on whether she masters this ability, and if I'm right about this being the ability, or if she increases like Jordan's power, or maybe Emma's power, maybe she stabilizes it somehow. I think that would be a really interesting way to do it, but I think considering that the nature of her power is to manipulate blood, and blood is the source of life and power, that it makes sense that it's going to be power manipulation. And I think there's a subtle clue in the idea that we haven't really been introduced to a character in the Boys universe who specifically like mimics other people's powers, but we did meet a character this season whose power was originally tail. I still love that line. That was so good. I think that is a clue to the idea of power manipulation within the season as a whole, and it's going to be revealed that Project Odessa was intended to make supers more powerful because they realized not every super was bulletproof, so they needed more supers who were bulletproof, and she was supposed to be the answer to that. But let me know, do you think I'm right about Project Odessa, or is it something else?